So I was going to use my other camera, but the battery's dead right now. So this is the problem I'm having. The tire is really hard to turn. I have to use two hands, so it's going to be hard to hold the camera and do this, but if you turn it, it screams at you. I think, well, I look behind it, and I don't know if I can get back there and let you see. Let me see. I don't even know where I put my flashlight. Alright, behind it, yep, backing plate is all worn away. So what I'm thinking it is the rear bearing is probably shot now, and I'm going to have to replace the backing plate, of course, but yeah, that's what I'm into. I just wanted to, while my camera was charging, get a video of what it was doing before I took it apart, and then when my camera's charged I can start recording with it. It's going to be less quality, but this is on my phone and actually it's higher quality than my camera, but what can you do? Anyway, that's what's going on, and I will check back in a few. Okay, so here's what I found. Alright, I took the wheel and tire off, took the caliper off, or not, well, just unbolted the caliper, it's back there. You know, the rotor's there, the caliper bracket, brake pads, everything there looks good. Everything in here looks good, even, if I can get the light there, that's, you know, the seal and the bearing, I don't see nothing coming out of the seal, there's no up and down movement, and the noise seems to have been coming from this lip right there. If you look inside the rotor, it's been rubbing right inside that upper lip right there, and there's shiny spots on it, so the noise was definitely coming from the rotor. But it's still real hard to turn, even in neutral. So I think what I'm going to do is probably go ahead and buy the bearings, and maybe go ahead and take the differential cover off and remove the spider gears. This means I got to take the spare tire down to have room to get to it, so I don't cuss and swear all the time. And I think that's pretty much where I'm headed. So I got to go to the parts store, get bearings. I'm going to go ahead and buy left and right bearings and left and right seals, and well, you know, there's no left and right, you know, but I'm just meaning I'm going to buy both sides. But brake pads look good, everything else looks good. I think if I replace that backing plate, which they say it's a two-piece, if I can replace that backing plate without taking the axle out, then I'm probably just going to replace the backing plate and be done with it. Don't know. Got to find out how they come. It says two-piece. Don't know whether that means two-piece as in having left and right, or two-piece as in split in half, so you can put one, you know, slide them in from either side without having to take the axle out. Because I can cut the old one off if I have to. That's not a big deal. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'll let you know when I get it further disassembled. Okay, so here's what I found. Let me get my light so you can see better. Alright, went ahead and took off the drive shaft just so I can see what was the deal, and now she's moving free in both directions. No problems whatsoever. Problem was right here. This cap on this U-joint won't barely turn. The thing is broke. It won't spin like this one does. It spins freely. Well, it's because that's broke. So I'm thinking that might be what caused my vibration, because it wasn't moving at all before, and now it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace this U-joint. I think that's what the problem is. It's broke, and it probably got stuck. That's why it was intermittent and it didn't do it all the time. I'm thinking it's that. Now the thing is, I've never done a U-joint before. It doesn't scare me. I've, you know, got a little plastic plug right there on the side that you got to pop out. Right there. You got to heat it up and it'll pop out. Then you just, you know, bang the shit out of it with a socket until it comes out. I've watched 1,000 videos and seen 1,000 people do it in their garage. I've just never had the need to do one. I always took them to Columbus Joint and Clutch over there, and just let them do it and spin balance it. But in this case, I'm kind of stuck in the garage and don't have the money to pay them to rebuild the whole thing, so I'm just going to get a cheap ass U-joint and put it on there, and there you go. So I think that's what my problem was, because there's no, this is good and solid, it's not moving, it's nice and tight, it's not sloppy. I don't think I need it. If that backing plate is a 2-piece like it says, meaning 2 pieces instead of quantity 2 in the package, I'm going to be thrilled because I won't have to take that axle out. So that's where I'm at. I'll update you later. Okay, here's where I am. I've been beating on this thing for about half an hour now, and it ain't budging. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know of any place around here that can install it for me at this time on a Saturday. So yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I know my bench is a mess. I'm thinking what I need to do is probably take it out to Lancaster, maybe, but. Yeah, I got the backing plate on, and if I can get the drum off here, show you what I did. Backing plate's on, I cut it. Let me maybe see it. Yeah, you can see it there. Cut it right there, and then I cut it right there, and I painted it with some black paint so it wouldn't rust, but it probably will anyway, but it ain't gonna rust no worse than the piece of junk that came off of it, which is right there. That thing is a horrible piece of crap. So, new backing plate is on. I split it myself since I couldn't find a split one, and now it's just ready to put the drive shaft back in once I get a U-joint in it, and then problem solved, and I'm back on the road. So wish me luck. I want to go over there and whack that thing with a hammer a few more times. If nothing else, make me feel better. Okay, so here's what I did. I went to the junkyard and I got another drive shaft. The U-joint on it is good. There's no play in it. It's nice and tight. Gonna do fine. While it's on there, I'll take the other one and go have the ball joint pressed in, because as you can see, I did everything in my power to get that thing off. Used every method I could find. I looked on YouTube, found all the methods I could find. I called friends and talked to them, and they all said the same thing. Lots of heat and lots of pressure, or and if it doesn't come out, you're going to need a hydraulic press. Well, guess what? I need a hydraulic press. I don't have one. So I'll just take it to a friend's shop and have them do it. But the problem was, the car is stuck in here, and it's my only mode of transportation, because I'm certainly not taking the bike. Not now. And yeah, not going to take that anywhere. Not out in that snow and ice that's out there now. So I'll just go ahead and put this used one in there, drive it for a couple days until the other drive shaft is done, or until I can make it out there to have it done, and then I'm back on the road. So check back in a few.